Hi everyone, this is Cowboy and I'm your host for the show for today. Sit beside me. Hello everyone. No, I'm your host, not Cowboy. And welcome to the show, yet another episode of season 9 of your hopefully favorite talk show for the queer community. Drag has been under attack lately. In the USA more, but it is creeping up to Canada. Drag story time, especially, is where the haters bring in the whole thing about protecting the children. I don't think that any drag performer, because that's what they are, artists and performers, who likely would be an adult like all of us, doesn't understand what is and what is not appropriate for a child. We all are in for protecting the children. That shouldn't be even debatable. If anyone sees anything that is not appropriate for a child, then that would be the individual case of a performer, and they should absolutely be called out on it, but never paint everyone with the same brush because pretty much all drag artists that I know are very responsible adults. This is an entertainment show, so I don't want to dive too much into the topic. We'll be doing a full episode on that on one of our other social media talk shows, the Queer Bunch. But I just want to say here to our allies, you have watched so many drag artists on our show over the 9 years. They are kind, funny, wonderful, talented, and artists. You need to speak up with us. Personally, having been in this for so long, I can't believe that after so many years, we're still be getting attacked and that we together still have to defend our community. It sucks. But anyways, all right, time to lighten up the mood, shall we? My guest today is super special. Not only is she a fantastically talented and much loved performer and drag artist who has done so much for our community. She, in drag, was the part of the 3 drag artists guests who graced the first ever full episode of On the Couch. At the time, filmed at the Marriott Hotel Bloor Street, Toronto. And I remember me and 3 queens all in their big outfits and dresses trying to squeeze into one couch and me trying to speak to them like that. And on a winter day, I remember it was, I believe, January or February, something like that. The rest is, as they say, is history. You can find the episode on our archive YouTube channel. Been waiting to have Nikki Chin back on the couch, so let's welcome the Nikki Chin. Hi, darling.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. Do you remember that episode?
I do. Okay, I don't remember like the episode, but I remember
The
being in
shoot?
that hotel room with 3 drag queens, you, and
Electra?
two crew members, and
Yeah.
it was so hot. Jada,
Like all those lights on us.
exactly. Jade Electro was sweating buckets in her corset. I luckily was the small one, so I was able to
You
fit.
were squeezed and all of them. Yeah, I know. Isn't was that fun, wonderful? It was really, and it started me on loving what I'm doing now. So thank you for gracing the first episode.
Thank you.
How long have you been performing in drag, Nick?
I think 13 years now.
It's been. It
Yeah.
feels longer. You made such an impact. It actually, I feel like you're one of the originals, but you're not. You're.
No, I'm not. But I came. I feel like I came in the right time.
Yeah.
All of the originals were still performing. They were still on Church Street. They were the ones that taught me, and I was able to learn from them what the art of drag is, and then I was able to continue it and grow with it with the new the new queens these
New
days.
queen. I love it. So takes me. That's a segue to the next question. Who gave you your start? Like, what bar, what club, what specific maybe drag mother or artist or whatever sort of thing.
Yeah. So when I first moved to Toronto, I was 17, turning 18, and I came onto Church Street and I befriended some drag queens and everything. I when I was 19, I went to Cruise and Tangos, and I saw all these drag queens on stage. Carlotta Carlisle was the one to kind of tell me that I would make a pretty drag queen. She was like, "You'd be so pretty," and I'm like, "I don't know. I don't think I could do it." So she was kind of the one to light the fire under my butt and teach me makeup and wigs, and she made my first costume. I still currently own it. Even after 13 years, it still fits.
You are in good shape. I gotta give you that.
Thank you. But it was Candace Kelly who was the one to bring me on stage and kind of lead my exposure to the Village at George's play when that existed. And then obviously back at Cruise and Tangos and everything. So I was on the Strip for a little while. I had regular shows at Cruise, at Woody's, at George's play, at the Barn, and I performed at Fly. There were just many Zeldas. There were just many places that I was able to kind of go into, and I was taught wonderfully by such professionals.
That's awesome. And for our viewers, you might not know, Candace Kelly, who is no longer with us, is one of the originals, kind of like one of the most caring performer in our community, who took a lot of our entertainers under her wing in her lifetime. So we owe her a debt of gratitude for training so many awesome artists. I think I asked you and all the guests on the first episode, but I can't remember, how did you get your drag queen? Because that used to be a question that I always ask of drag artists. Like how did you get your drag name?
Oh, my drag name. Oh, I do remember you asking that question. Yeah. So mine's I do not have a very exciting story on how I got it. I know my boy name is Nick. So I go by Nick every single day of my life. So I just decided to use the female version of my name. My parents called me Nikki growing up, little Nikki, stuff like that. And then Chin came from my drag sister. She was Olivia Chin. She did all like the destination shows. She had some shows at Cruise and Tangos before, but she left the Village and she went on to live her actual life. Once in a while, I think she comes out. Okay. But she was great.
I was gonna say I haven't seen Olivia.
No, I haven't either. I haven't even seen her either. Okay. But she was gracious enough to say, "Here, use my last name." And then all of a sudden, I started getting booked and being on posters and marquees as Nikki Chin. So I became Nikki Chin.
Your fans, I can't know, Shinians? Was that the right Shinians? Your Shinians. I thought that was one of the most unique things, is that you had your fan base and they were your Shinians.
Well, exactly, and I love Despicable Me and their.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, so it kind of just
my favorite.
Just made sense. Yeah, it kind of just made sense. So it's perfect.
Cool. You have traveled quite a bit. Where have drag taken you, and some of the fondest memories, maybe?
So I've been to big places. I've been to Japan, Bermuda, all across the United States. So anywhere from, let's say, like New York, Chicago, Kentucky, Ohio, Florida, to Nevada.
Wow.
All the way over there, and then all across Canada as well. I think I've been to not almost every province. That would be a lie. I've only been to, I guess, all through Ontario, Calgary, Vancouver, Halifax. Yeah.
Okay. What province, city, or state stands out the most, and maybe why?
So I get a lot of kickback for saying this, but Buffalo, New York is.
Why would you get kickback? People are weird.
Because nobody likes Buffalo, New York.
That's
But
why Buffalo?
I like the people.
Okay. If you had fun, if you had a good time, then
exactly.
yeah.
And they treat me so well. They
Sure.
really enjoy my talent. They really like my demeanor, business wise, fantastic. I've never had a bad experience in Buffalo, and I
Unlike Toronto. No, I'm kidding.
no. I mean, I live here. I haven't left here, so obviously I like Toronto.
We're still here, so there must be something about it.
Exactly. But yeah, Buffalo, New York would be the one that stands out the most, just because of the hospitality and how people treat me there.
Awesome. All right, we're gonna take a short break, and we're gonna come back, everyone, with Nikki Chin. Don't go anywhere.
I love my lips. My beautiful lips. I love my eyes. My beautiful eyes. I respect nature. I love all living things. Beauty is kind. I am beautiful. Love the earth. Love your life. Live life healthy.
And we are back with the lovely Nikki Chin, my guest from the original first episode of On the Couch. We are chatting, and we're going to dive into some deeper chat now. But first, we're going to start with what are you up to these days? Any regular gigs or upcoming notable appearances? And maybe mention that you still do that cooking, talking, whatever show thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So so regular days, I'm a bar manager at a restaurant downtown in the financial district. Okay. So luckily, I have the schedule of my dreams. I work Monday to Friday. We close at 10 p.m. every single night. We're closed on weekends and holidays. So nice. Yeah, for a restaurant, I think that's pretty amazing. I'm the bar manager there, and that's really fun. It's a very different experience because I'm a trained bartender, but I decided after COVID to go into management. Just to have more stability, have that, salary life and kind of dip my toes into that. For regular, I don't have any regular gigs right now. I've been kind of taking a hiatus, especially after COVID, and trying to get my roots down at this new restaurant that I'm at. So, but stay tuned for summertime. I'm hoping to be back.
She's announcing a comeback.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like that. Sometimes overexposure is too much, and I like that. What I've seen from you recently is more you make the big appearances rather than So,
exactly.
But also, I'm pretty sure that your fans would love to see a regular comeback for
yeah. And cool. I've been getting feedback a lot about that, and they're very excited about that. But right now, I'm kind of sticking with the Imperial Court of Toronto raising money. Yeah. So I do make my appearances there, and I do the couple hours out, and then I'll take this off, and then I'm able to go out and enjoy myself. So yeah.
Speaking of that, that takes me to that. Raising money for the LGBT community in Toronto is very important to Nikki. With the help of the Imperial Court of Toronto and the community, you have helped raise over $50,000 for charity in your 2 reigns as Empress of Taikot. Why is it important to you? I think it's just going to be a simple answer, but why is it important?
Well, it's the community, right? The community has helped me become the person who I am and who I like to be and who I want to be, and allows me to express my art and express my my creativity to them. So why not use my talent and use my experience to raise money for the community? Because in this day and age, especially after COVID, and with what you were saying at the beginning of the show, with the outlaw of drag and how people are negatively talking about drag right now, we still need help, and the community still needs our help. So being behind that and continuing to do that any little way I possibly can is what keeps me going with this community. And I feel it's the most heartwarming and heartfelt way to do it. Being that I love doing drag and I love raising money, so why not bring drag and raising money together? And I wish those people who were very against drag could see that part of it and
all the good that gets done. Yeah, absolutely.
Behind the scenes.
You warm my heart. It's what I always say when people ask me why do I do what I do, is because we gotta do for a community. It gave us a life and a career and friendships and loves and all that, and we gotta give back. So good for you. I love you for that.
Thank you.
You have won titles such as Miss Sport Huron, Queen of Sodom, Miss Gay Universe, Miss Smirnoff Jarina, holy Jesus, Container of the Year, Empress 30 and 34 of Tycon. You say you like crowns.
Yeah.
But in the words of Empress, and I saw that on your profile, Candace Kelly, crown your heart, not your head. I actually loved that line. It's not the physical thing. It's what's in here that's more important. Yeah,
exactly. And that's what continues. That's why I continue to do this. I may look pretty, I may have nice crowns, I may have the jewelry, I may have the gowns, but at the same time, the reason why I'm doing this is because my heart wants to do it and my heart feels like it's the right thing to do. I put all this on as a show, as entertainment. It's the forefront, but on the inside is what's raising the money. It's not this that's raising the money, it's this that's raising the money, and that's how I feel about it.
But you must have a really fabulous wall of tiaras and then crowns.
It's a bookshelf.
Bookshelf? Well,
I don't read books, I just read my crowns.
He sits there and stares at them.
That's it, exactly.
The state of drag these days. What are your thoughts on it? You know, the drag race and all the available platforms on the web these days give a lot of opportunities to anybody who wants to, launch anything from singing to drag to whatever on social media. What are your thoughts on all compared to old days and what have you?
Yeah, so I have a lot of feelings about RuPaul's Drag Race and TikTok and what's.
Please don't be shy. Tell us.
I won't be shy, but I'll make it concise because I can go on for a lot about it. So I love that we have this outlet, and I love that we have this view and people can see us. I appreciate that people want to express themselves and that they want to put this on for entertainment reasons. With let's say TikTok, social medias and whatnot, all of that is all very great. I'm not much into it.
Okay.
But it's a way for people to express themselves. During COVID, it was so hard for people to be able to go out and show other people. So that was their only outlet. That was the way they could do it. And I'm all for people showing exactly who they want to be and who they are and being creative. With RuPaul's Drag Race, it's a television show. It's a reality TV show. It's a game show. It is what it is. I think it's great for PR for the people who are on it. I think it's amazing to get your name out there. I think it's fantastic to kind of have that competition lifestyle, being that I love pageants and I love competing against other people. Being televised, different story. It's up to you. You can be that kind of person. You don't have to be that kind of person. But it's still, I think it still has a little bit of backbone behind it. It hasn't fully made its way into a complete Big Brother series where it's just like your fans. People actually love and appreciate RuPaul's Drag Race. The kids can watch it. They can't go to bars and watch a drag queen perform on stage, but they can turn on the TV if their parents allow them to and watch this kind of show. And I think it's amazing that parents are allowing their children to do this. Cool. I think that having children watch this and even a little bit, they don't have to watch the whole episode, but even a little bit, like the challenges or like the makeup part that they're doing, or even the emotional parts that they have, I think kids are smarter than we think they are, and they will 1,000% take in what these adults are doing on stage. Even though we're playing in dresses and makeup and wigs and jewelry, it's our playtime, but it's also what keeps us going and what makes us feel alive.
I love it. Cool. Very nice. Very nicely stated. For me, I like what you said. It's an expression thing these days. I hope it's not just for fame, but it's an expression and we need to express ourselves. I do feel that maybe in the old days, drag was about making a point. There was more activism in it. Mm-hmm. Now it's more, expressing yourself. And there's no right or wrong. There's just the change of the time kind of thing. In the old days, we kind of had to give it, to raise a middle finger to the system, basically. And now we don't need to do as much, but we have the platforms to express ourselves. So all good. Advice to up and comer.
Just be you, be creative. And the one big thing I've run into with the newcomers and the new queens is the sense of validation. They're feeling like they need to be validated for every little thing that they do. Okay. I grew up in a time where the validation came later.
Yeah, you didn't. You did not get it instantaneously.
Exactly. Show us your talent. Show us your creativity. Show us that you're experienced and happy to be here, and your professionalism. Don't expect that just because you showed up on time, I'm going to give you a pat on the back. Just because
I think that's a product of social media. If we put up a post and not everybody likes it, we kind of get destroyed because we don't get the validation right away.
Exactly. Yeah. And yeah, stop looking at the likes that you have. Just be you. We've got sucked into social media and TikTok and likes and going viral. It's not about that. It's the people like yourself and like myself. We still have this connection with each other, even though we haven't seen each other or spoken to each other in months or years. Community. Whichever, right? We still say, oh, I remember Antoine. Oh, I remember Nikki. Let's get together.
Yeah, community knew each other back in the day as well. And actually, that's a good question that leads me to this. When it comes to community, we talked about drag, but community in general, what are you feeling on? What are we doing right now versus the old days, and what was better the old days kind of thing?
I think what's better in the old days is what you were saying earlier. The sense of activism was still there. Stick it to the man kind of deal. So we've kind of lost that because of social media and likes. So I think that's kind of destroyed our community to kind of stick together and stay strong.
Yeah.
But what's been really great is that we've been accepted by many other communities. We're able to actually expand the village and expand to other places that will accept and watch us and appreciate what we're doing. Private bookings, we
definitely have more opportunities than we had in the old days. Yeah,
exactly. So I think the openness is what's been so amazing with the community, and I really hope that continues to grow instead of it being a backlash on us.
Cool. You're a queen of our community, but what if you were queen of the world for one day? What would you change?
What would oh my gosh. If I was
one day, we got one big thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. Bars open till 4 a.m.
So you can make me on the bartending thing. Yeah.
Open bar for everyone for now. If I was queen of the world for the day, I would ask that every household in this world, in the modern world, donate just $1 to their very favorite charity. Just one.
God, that's beautiful.
That's all I would ask.
Oh, isn't she so sweet? and with that, let's take a break and come back with Nikki. All right, we are back with our guest, Nikki Chin. Look at that. Look at the expression. Growing up, we gotta get to know you now. Growing up, tell me about growing up. Where did you grow up? Family, siblings?
Yes, I grew up in a town. Now I can say the story. I grew up in a town. If you've all watched Schitt's Creek, that's exactly where I grew up. It was filmed it was filmed on the corner of my street.
You're serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's Goodwood, Ontario.
Okay.
Yeah, if you Google Maps
I did
it,
not know that's where they filmed it. Okay.
yeah. So the one corner that they never filmed, so you have Bob's Garage, Cafe Tropical, and the Apothecary. So that's all on different corners of the main intersection.
Okay.
So the one corner that they don't, there's a bakery there. That was my very first job growing up.
This is a lot of awesome new stuff that we're hearing.
At that bakery.
So it is as small as it looks on the show?
It is a very small town.
Oh my God, you were born in that?
I did, but I mean the community.
Actually, it looks awesome. I'm joking. I actually love small town living myself.
Yeah, it was great. It was great growing up. It was fun. The neighbors were great. We, all the kids went to this babysitter that was on the main street, and it was fantastic growing up there. But when I got accepted to school, I was like, I'm out.
Okay.
And I was out. So
I think maybe as a youngster, it's cool, but when you're adult, you want to experience life.
Exactly. And my parents knew that from the get-go. They as soon as I asked to move downtown, they were like, "Yeah, you need." Exactly. That's so fine. I have two older brothers, very supportive family. So I'm thankful and gracious about that every single day.
Were you like the school the school clown? Were you the shy kid? What were you?
A little bit of both. Because I'm the youngest of three boys, I was the protected one.
Okay.
So they always protected me, but I was still awkward and weird, not very popular. I hung out with some of the girls, but I was always in that middle ground.
Okay.
Like I wasn't a jock and I wasn't picked on. It was always that in between. I was kind of just like left alone.
The kind of left alone kids.
Yeah. And I was not. Yeah.
And you're married?
I am. We've been married for. Help me out here.
Lovely guy.
8 years.
8
years. He's right there.
Oh, cool. Oh, he's here. So you are a lovely guy from what I've seen and all the love that I've seen on social media.
Yeah, I met him in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I stole him away from.
He's an American. Cool.
Yeah.
You imported him.
Yes, I imported him exactly, and so we've been married for about 8 years now, and so we're very happy, and we live in a 2-bedroom apartment downtown Toronto.
No pets?
We have Lily. She's our little daughter, and she's a little Shih Tzu.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
cool. I like. I think I've seen the pictures too. And you told us where you work. Okay, so we talked about where you work. What's your hobbies? Anything other than work and drag and all that? Cooking.
Yeah. So as we know, I have an Instagram, Cooking with Chin. I haven't done any more filming with that just because that was a very.
You haven't?
No,
okay.
That was a COVID project.
So. Honestly, I wonder how many people launch things just for COVID boredom.
Literally. A lot of things have dropped off the bandwagon as soon as.
And now I feel guilt. Like I started singing when I was like, I can't stop just because COVID is over.
Yeah. Well, luckily you have that passion, so you keep going with that.
And you too. I love you gotta do the cooking again.
I know. I will eventually. But I still cook at home anyway, so I still post my stuff.
Okay. So you love cooking.
Yeah, I still love cooking.
Isn't it awesome?
It's one of my favorite things.
So relaxing. Oh my God, yeah.
Exactly.
I do the same. I kind of garnered a lot of fans around the world just from cooking posts on my artist page. That's what they seem to gravitate to. Everybody loves food.
Yes.
Cool. We're going to now do what we've been doing. I don't know if I actually did this on the first show, but we do just quick questions, and you're just going to answer whatever comes to mind. And so let's play the game.
Okay.
Your favorite color?
Red.
Your favorite season of the year?
Summer.
Your favorite flower?
Chrysanthemum.
Your favorite horoscope? Sorry, your horoscope.
Why are you my favorite horoscope? I'm like, me. I'm my favorite whore. Virgo.
Virgo, okay. Do you believe in horoscope?
No.
No. Okay. Cool. What makes you laugh?
Dad jokes.
Okay. Your favorite time of the day?
Wine time.
I meant morning, night, or whatever, but no wine.
I know, no, it's quick, so that's
Yeah. No wine time. I like that. A song you listen to frequently these days?
How Far I'll Go by Moana.
Okay. Your favorite evening drink after a long day? What would you pour?
Wine.
Wine. Red or white?
Depends on the season.
Cool. Quirks you have?
I get stressed out with lightning round questions.
I love it. Pet peeve?
Interrupting me.
Okay. Job would be terrible at?
Landscaping.
Okay.
That's a very, I don't know why I
favorite film of all time?
Moulin Rouge.
Oh, nice. Me too. Dish you can cook that nobody should miss.
Adobo, Filipino adobo.
Oh, cool. Okay. Early or late?
Late.
Oh, you? I will never hire you for an event. No, I'm kidding. Describe a romantic date. What would you do to woo your hubby?
Oh, I'm stupid. So it's just a dinner, but like I send him to a bar first, and then I order him an Uber, and then it picks him up at the bar.
Oh my God,
the restaurant that I'm at, we have dinner together, and that it's just dumb, but that's about it.
I like it. An ideal way to spend a weekend.
Friends, cooking, and enjoying company.
Beautiful. You did good.
No.
You stressed out.
I'm so stressed out.
I love it. And thank you for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
You were awesome. I can't wait for your comeback, quote unquote. And keep up the great work. You've been a pleasure to have in our community. You're an incredible performer. So
Antoine, you're fantastic. So thank you so much for having me again. I can't wait to be on the show again. Anytime that you need me or want me or whatever, we want to just talk. Let's just talk. I'm happy with that.
Beautiful. Thank you everyone for watching. You keep on being good, and listen to what I said at the beginning. We all need to speak up together so we can make sure that the world is always a better place. And with that, have a lovely, lovely evening and night or wherever you're watching the show. Bye.